Welcome back to Golden Goose and my Road to Glory series that follows myself, Zach Letteris, quarterback of the Florida Gators. Today we're taking on kind of a tune-up game. Today we are taking on the Idaho Vandals in Florida, the swamp where we have been undefeated. Now obviously Idaho doesn't really stand a chance. They've been 1-7 on the season already. We're 9-0. We're ranked number 1 in the nation. Kirk's on our side. That means a lot. And if we look at their defense, their pass defense isn't bad. It's actually one of the top 25 in the nation, but their run defense is horrible, and you know we're going to exploit that. But honestly, this is all a tune-up game for our next 2 games and the last 2 games of our regular season. South Carolina, ranked number 4. They're in the SEC East with us. Beating them means we probably secure that side of the conference. And then 2 weeks later, we play FSU, who's ranked number 3 in the nation. So honestly, we have to win both those games to secure our national championship bid, to secure a chance to play in the SEC Conference Championship. I mean, a lot is up in the air and up for grabs in those 2 games. And then obviously our conference championship, which could be against Alabama. We have to win that if we want the national championship. So the road ahead is tough. So we have to enjoy a game like this against Idaho. And that's what we intend to do. Look at those needles shake. 97 overall versus 68 overall. Their defense is garbage. This should be an amazing game. Okay, Idaho, I see you. They got the ball first to start this game off, and they scored 3. It's 3-0. This is their first lead of the game, and hopefully their last. As you can see, the swamp is full, and no one's ever gotten out of the swamp alive. Throwing that one to Cunningham. That one was a dart. We're now in Idaho territory, just like that. First down and 10 in Idaho territory. Looking deep. We're going to test Parker. He's been great with that all season. Wait, was that? That was Parker. Wow. Coming down with that one. That was contested, but he leaped higher and got it. Hoping to get Baker in the end zone here. Carter in motion. We're trying to score quickly to show Idaho that we ain't scared of them. Baker catches that one in the end zone. That's an 11-yard touchdown reception. What do you expect? 99 overall defense versus a 66 overall, or a 66 overall defense versus a 99 overall offense. I mean, that's a little bit too weighted in the scale department there. Idaho doesn't score. We get great field position to start this one off. I mean, at the 44-yard line, only have to go 56 yards. Let's see what we can do here. We're going to take the snap, stay in the pocket, try to roll out to the right. That's Baker wide open. Going to deliver a strike. He is down, still going. Down to the 28-yard line in Idaho territory. 4 for 4, 96 yards and a touchdown. We're flexing our football muscle right now. Honestly, we have to. We have a very tough road ahead of us. 2 more regular season games to go against top 4 opponents. Probably top 3 opponents soon enough. Getting that one over to McDaniel. McDaniel was 1 yard shy of 100 last week, and he was upset. We're trying to feed him a little bit today. But yes, we're facing South Carolina next week, then Florida State in our last matchup. And that Florida State game is so important because we're number 1 ranked in the Heisman right now. The Florida State quarterback is number 2. We're both seniors, both scramblers. And honestly, I think whoever wins that award and has the better season is going to be drafted first. But there's a touchdown to John Baker, his second on the day. 6 for 6, 124 yards and 2 touchdowns. This is just a romping already. We don't start with the best field position here. Starting at the 11, we're going to hand this one off to Green just to see what we can do on the ground. Now, honestly, Idaho's defense for the run is not good at all. Let's see what Green can do. He does get caught up. He's going to find nothing. McDaniel on the right side. We might look for him deep. There we go. We got him. Eric McDaniel, turn on the Jets. He can't break one, but he gets a huge gain regardless. I mean, there's been rumors all abuzz on which team is going to draft who. Obviously, we're in the later part of the college football season right now, so that's all being thought on. But, I mean, we have no idea who would be interested to take us. Oh, my God. We run a man over and get into Idaho territory. But there's rumors that the New York Giants are considering us. I mean, honestly, they're considering drafting a quarterback. That's what we're talking about. They're not considering us. But the Giants are considering drafting a quarterback. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are considering drafting a quarterback. The Raiders. I mean, even the Chargers are thinking about it. And the Packers, I heard, maybe in the next couple of years. So we'll see what happens. Where we end up going. Phillip Rivers is getting old, obviously. Aaron Rodgers getting old. Maybe looking for that replacement over the next 3 or 4 years. So someone you draft now might have to sit on the bench a couple of years, but who knows? I personally think even the Patriots might be in consideration for a new quarterback. So, you know, the Giants, I think, need it right now. Maybe Tampa Bay as well and Oakland. But if I look at the longer term, maybe within the next 3 years, someone who might draft a quarterback this year and have him sit on the bench, you're looking at the Patriots, the Packers. I think you're looking at potentially even, I don't know. There's quite a few teams, maybe even the Saints, the Chargers. They all got older quarterbacks. Gonna squeeze that one into Baker. We're in the red zone. So honestly, there's a lot of opportunity for quarterbacks coming into the NFL draft. I'm just really curious to see. I know I want to personally play right away in my rookie year. I don't want to sit on the bench for a full 2 or 3 years. I think that would be talent wasted, especially because I feel so hot right now. So I personally wouldn't mind going to New York or wouldn't mind going to Oakland or Tampa Bay, where I'd have a chance to at least compete for that starting job right off the get-go. Gonna toss that one out to Cunningham on the run. A 3-yard touchdown reception by Marlon Cunningham. We're 9 for 9, 170 yards and 3 touchdowns in the first quarter. Idaho goes down and scores. It's 21-10, but continuing to talk about the NFL because it's coming up. We're not far away. After this game here, we only have at most 4 games left in our career here in college. 2 more games of the regular season, a conference championship potentially, and a national championship or a bowl game regardless. So, 3 to 4 games is what we have left after this one. And we really have to keep our eyes set on the NFL. That's the next step for us. Eric McDaniel, beautiful 10-yard catch. If it was like college football and I could narrow it down to my top 3 choices, if I could have like three prospects to look at in the NFL, I would consider the Giants. Big market, lots of fans, decent wide receiver talent out there. And I'd probably get the start relatively soon, either right away, or I could beat out Eli Manning for the job, or I could get it within, a year, maybe 2. Another team I would love to consider is the Patriots. I think they have a great head coach. They have a great offensive coordinator. I'd love to get out there and maybe in 2 or 3 years play and start for Tom Brady. I don't think I could earn the position over Tom Brady, so I would be on the bench. Green Bay is also another option, but that's probably a 4-year bench ride you would have. And I want to start right away, so if I had to choose teams to start off right away, who knows? Maybe the Giants would be interested, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Oakland Raiders. Those are all teams I would look at if I had a choice, which I don't. 3rd down and 5. We have to make something happen here. We're rolling out, trying to stay on our feet. And we have blockers in front of us. We cut up the sideline and go to the other sideline into Idaho territory, down at the, 33-yard line. School rushing yards in a season. We just broke that record with 1,600. The Swamp is excited right now. A little bit of play action here. Gonna dump this one off to Baker. He turns and catches it inside the red zone. 12 for 12, 199 yards, 3 touchdowns. Haven't thrown an incomplete pass yet. Okay, and we're looking to try to stay in this pocket. Gonna dump this off to Meeks. Meeks tucks it in and finds 8. 13 straight completions, 207 yards, 3 touchdowns. Trying to get that 4th TD on the day. I don't think we're gonna be playing in this full game. It is still pretty close. Only an 11-point contest right now. Running this one out on the run to Carter. That's a 12-yard touchdown reception by our backup tight end. 28-10. Idaho doesn't score. 2:07 left. We have 3 timeouts. Coach wants us to go down the field and get in the end zone again. And that's what we're going to try to do here. I thought I had someone open for a split second there. A nice adjustment there, but we're going to just try to keep it on our feet. Get down to the 41. Obviously, playing against a 66 overall defense is pretty easy stuff. We're having a good time talking about the NFL draft and our future NFL career. There's Baker dropping one. That's our first incomplete pass on the day. I still stand by Baker, though. He's a true freshman. I think in the next 2 years, maybe even 3, he could use those years to develop his skill. Gonna bomb that one deep. I saw him beat him. That's Parker all the way down the sideline, down to the 12-yard line. 15 for 16, 268 yards, 4 TDs. Trying to get that 5th one today. Get Parker on the slant. Maybe get Cunningham. No, actually, let's get Cunningham doing some type of fade. McDaniel doing some type of comeback. Here we go. Let's see what we can do here. Parker wide open. He gets in the end zone. He deserves it. An 11-yard touchdown reception. 35-10. They left us 40 seconds and 2 timeouts. Hey, let's go for it. McDaniel has been very involved today. Let's see if we can continue to keep him involved. There's McDaniel. He makes a man miss. We're in Idaho territory. We use our 2nd timeout. 306 yards through the air in the first half. 5 touchdowns. Oh, my God. This is a game you'd want to forget if you're Idaho. They're 1-7 on the season. Obviously, they need some rebuilding. Bombing this one deep to Parker. He comes down with it. He beat his man. That's a 48-yard touchdown reception. Oh, God, I forgot we get the ball to start things off in this second half. 42-10. I think we'll play this quarter at most and then probably have to call it a game for us. You don't want us to get hurt before that South Carolina game. And we're going to just slide, take a 6-yard gain. 2nd down, 4 to go. We're going to do a little bit of play action. Haven't been running the ball much today, but there's Baker. He catches it. He's got our only incompletion of the day with a drop. And it looks like we're down at the 50, maybe in Idaho territory. It's games like this. Obviously, we're not against a great team, But you have to be like, wow, like Zach has only thrown one incomplete pass, and that's because it was a drop by his tight end. You know, that's precision, that's staying in the pocket, it's being smart. Play action seams. I love this play. Let's see if we can get in the end zone again. And there's the play action. Yep. We might be able to beat them out on this one. Ah, deflected. 19 for 21, 373 yards, 6 passing touchdowns. No mistakes for us today. And there's a little bit of a screen play, but we're going to get it to Gordon inside the red zone. And there's a flag. Is it a late hit on us? Offensive pass interference. God dang it. 2nd down and 20. The crowd chanting that they won 6. I mean, Ostrander haven't really hit him at all this year. Reed! As we get hit, that's up to Reed, and he takes it. That's our first turnover on the day. A little disappointed. Trying to light up the scoreboard today. That probably would have been a complete pass if we didn't get hit as we threw. That really threw us off there. It's time for some play action here. Trying to get them to jump off sides. There's Baker wide open. He could probably turn this up the field. Wow, he's looking good. 21 yards. I wonder how Kansas is doing right now. I think we'll check after this game how Kansas is doing. We're going to send a couple guys deep. Send Baker on a slant. Try to get him to jump off sides. Nothing going. Uh-oh. Gotta go. Gonna roll out. Spin cycle. Oh, taken down from behind. Taking the snap. Not trying to waste the clock, really. Having too good of a timeout here. Gonna try to deliver that one to McDaniel, and he's inside the red zone. Still on his feet. McDaniel breaks 2 and gets inside the end zone. 41 yards. 7 touchdowns today for us. 1 interception, 435 yards. We've been airing it out today. 21 for 24 for us through the air today. I mean, we had 1 interception, 1 drop pass, so really only 1 incomplete pass. It's crazy. 1st down and 10, though. Gonna roll out here. See if we can find anybody deep. Nope, that's McDaniel, though. He dives for it down at the 39. Can we get an 8th passing touchdown? That would be absolutely amazing. I think our last time doing that was against LSU, which was crazy. Let's roll out here after that play action. That was a bad decision. Can we beat him? Oh! Red almost took it again. Red, Reed, I don't know. We're going in hurry up for some reason. I guess we're excited. We're going to send green. We're not going to do play action here. Let's see what we can do. Try to get him jump off sides. Nothing going there. Going to throw this to our halfback. He's got the 1st down and more. Still on his feet down at the 40. Into Idaho territory. 1st down and 10. We're taking the snap. Trying to stay in the pocket. We have Parker. Parker's going to get the 1st down to the 25. Design screen pass, but I would love to hit Gordon or even number 2 there. I can't quite see his name. Let's see what we can do. Uh-oh. We're going to take a sack, 13-yard loss. 2nd and 23. No play action, no man in the backfield. We're going to just take this on the ground ourselves. Oh, we are met with a big hit down at the 24. 1 for 1 on 3rd down conversions today. We really haven't been in the 3rd down situation much. Cunningham hasn't really been involved today, and he's been so good these last 2 weeks. Going to bomb this one to him, and there we go. Down to the 10. New school record for passing yards in a game, 503. We broke our old school record. What are we going to find? Can we get Gordon in the end zone? No, we can't. We're going to roll out. Oh, we're still on our feet. We're going to get in the end zone on our feet. There it is, and that should be the rest of the game for us. And yes, coach is not going to put us back in. We are up by 50 points now. Idaho scores. We have all of our 2nd string guys in, and we still win by 43. That was definitely a tune-up game, but we did air it out, gained a lot of confidence, helped some receivers out here, and I think we're going to be ready for South Carolina next week. And then we have Florida State, and then the SEC Conference Championship if we win both of those games, then the National Championship if we win all 3 of those. So our next 4 games are going to be the most interesting games in college football, and I couldn't be more excited. Here's how the game played out for us on paper. 25 completions out of 29 attempts. That's 86% completion, 503 yards, 7 touchdowns, and an interception. We were sacked once as well. And I mean, our reliever, Greg Birch, another senior, he came in. I think this guy could be like 5th, 6th, 7th round material. Came in 5 for 7 for 1 touchdown, 68 yards. You know, I mean, looked pretty good, didn't get sacked. I mean, who knows? Maybe he'll go in the 5th, 6th, or 7th round in the NFL draft. I think he's got talent. Obviously, there's a lot more talented players out there. Maybe he'll be a late round pick, maybe 7th round. I mean, hey, it'd be interesting. He got some national attention today. Rushing-wise, 9 attempts, 101 yards, and a touchdown for us. Running backs didn't really do much. Receiving-wise, Baker, our tight end. I'm telling you, this guy's going to be something. He's only a freshman, 2 touchdowns. He had that drop, 110 yards, but then McDaniel got his 100 yards today, 154 off 6 receptions for 1 touchdown. Then Parker had 162 yards off 5 receptions for 2 touchdowns. Look at this, 3, 4, 5, 6 different receivers and touchdowns today, and we had 3 receivers in the 100 yards plus club, which is just insane. Oh boy, South Carolina lost a game last week. They're 8-1, we're 10-0. They're now ranked number 12. But let's look at this game. I mean, we're a bit better than them on paper. They have a great team, though, scoring 44.2 points per game. Wow. Their total offense is number 5 in the country, and it looks like they're pretty even in the middle with rush and pass. But look at that defense, the second best defense in the country. Pass defense is number 4 ranked. That's going to be such a tough game. And look at this! Kirk is signing with South Carolina to pull off the upset. Now, this is still a make it or break it game for us. Obviously, it's our last game in conference play this season. They still have 2 games to go. Ours is one of them. So, I mean, if they beat us, we have the same conference record, but they beat us, so that means they would be the winners of the SEC East if they could win out their last conference game. So, a lot rides on this. A win in this game guarantees that we win the conference, or this side of the conference, to get to play in the conference championship game, and it gets us one step closer to the national championship. Now, if we look at the top 10, look at Florida State. They're our last game of the season. They're ranked number 2. So if they win this week, and they'll advance to 10-0, then we both will end up playing each other. We're both 11-0. That's like a national championship preview game, basically. One of us will go on to the national championship. One won't, most likely. Alabama got a loss 2 already, and it looks like, obviously, South Carolina did too. Now they're ranked number 11 and number 12 in the country, and that has to hurt. Now, that was a SEC conference loss for Alabama as well, so we'll see how the conference shakes up. It's getting crazy here in the last couple of weeks. Only 5 undefeated teams left in the top 5 right now. Marshall's undefeated too. They're climbing. But Clemson, Nebraska, Texas, we could all be up for the national championship right now. Obviously, we have to play each other, Florida and Florida State, so one of us will not make it. And then we still have to play in the SEC Conference Championship if we get there to try to get to the national championship game. National championship, or Heisman Trophy-wise, I should say, we're still looking at number 1 and number 2 here. Brad Kenny right behind us on our heels. Texas A&M Scrambler, 99 overall as well, is coming up, and they're undefeated this season also. So, I mean, this is another very interesting player that could climb. Alex Guerrero, he's climbing, and who knows? I mean, he could get out of nowhere and come up there and try to take it. He's also 99 overall, so he's got to be in that top 5 quarterback consideration for the draft. So it looks like these are the award semifinalists. We're up for the Maxwell, but look at this. Brad Kenny's right behind us. Walter Camp, we're up for it as well. Brad Kenny right behind us. And if we continue on, let's go down to the O'Brien. We're up for it. Brad Kenny right behind us. So, I mean, it literally could come down to whoever wins that game, which is so crazy. I mean, we have more yards than him everywhere, rushing and passing. More touchdowns as well, 59 total. He's got 31 total. Well, let's keep going. We're up, so that's 3 awards plus the Heisman. We could win 4 trophies this season for the second time in our career, and that's what we're really trying to do here. Lombardi Trophy, best linebacker. Let's go down the guy, best returner. So, I mean, we're up for a lot of awards, and that could really help our draft stock. But this South Carolina game is a make it or break it game for us. I mean, it definitely could be. Losing to South Carolina could mean potentially not getting into the national championship. We still would have a chance, though, because we could play Florida State if we beat them, and we won the SEC Conference. We could still play in the national title. But if we lose this game, I mean, and South Carolina wins their last conference game, they're going to go to the conference championship. We're going to be sitting at home, and we'll probably just go to a bowl game, not even the national title. So that's going to be really, really tough. So, I mean, we have to get this W. But this is where I'm going to end today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, turn on those notifications if you're new. Stay a while. But until next time, peace out.